feel like if we didn't put any instrumentals in there, like obviously instrumentals are kind of to break the album up, and after a couple of songs before that you hear, it's quite like a chilled out piece. It's quite instrumental, it's quite nice, and it just flows, and it's just to give you a bit of a rest before you hear some more heavy stuff, and I think it works quite well. Like, it's pretty chilled out, and we recorded our drums at a place called The Chapel, and it was an amazing time there. They looked after us really good, so we were just like, why don't we call this mellow sort of track The Chapel? But that was kind of written in between all the riot and everything like that, but it was kind of written before that as well, because obviously a lot of stuff's happening kind of worldwide. So there's been a lot of times where, like, not close friends of mine, but I've seen people get stuff happen with the police and stuff like that, and it just led me to thinking, like, when does it come in, when did it all happen, when someone started saying this is how it's going to be, and all that. And it kind of touches on a lot of different things, that song, but it's primarily about writing your own sort of rules and just sort of, obviously not being ridiculous, but living your own way and being quite free, I think. That's basically just, the whole song is kind of based around the riff. And it's a really bouncy, heavy, hard-hitting riff, so obviously we needed sort of vocals to go with the song. And yeah, I just think it's a hard-hitting riff, and it just a bit of a sing-along, bouncy, like, heavy track. Yeah, that's just about how when we were writing the album, we kind of feel like sometimes, like, the youth of today, along with us, like, don't really think too much about what our forefathers did fighting for us in the war, and they kind of, what they gave up to give, what they gave up, so for what we've got now, if you see what I mean. And that's just about sort of respecting what they did for us, and just having a think about the reason that we can do what we do, and all these different things, and how we can live our lives is basically because our forefathers at 16 years old probably lied to get into the army to go and fight for the country, and it's just kind of like, would people do that now? And that's just about that really, and it's just a bit of a respectful tune to sort of have a bit of respect for what they did. The Plague of a New Age is about how we kind of slowly, we can kind of see everything sort of crumbling when you like step back and you think, like, what's happening. It could, at any time, the world could sort of just go flat, and like anything could happen at any time. So that's just about that really, and then that brings you into Reunite, which is just it reminds you about the previous mini album.